On today's show, we're going to be discussing NMAP. And on top of that, we're going to overview 10 of the top scanning techniques. I'm your host, JC, and this is BWIT TV. Show you shit that you might not know. Welcome, my friend, to the BWIT show. All right. Y'all come on in here. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, JC. This is BWIT TV. Today we're going to be talking about NMAP and the top 10 most widely used commands utilizing NMAP. All right, we're going to start off. We show y'all where you guys can get NMAP from. If you don't have it, you can get it at nmap.org. It's easily installable on any Linux platform, so you can run this on Windows as well. So we're going to get started with number 1 of our top 10 most widely used list. All right, so the first scan on our list, number 1, is our TCP Connect Scan. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all guys this. Follow along with me here. So what you want to do is type in NMAP space dash S lowercase s and then a capital T. And you're going to type in that IP address or host. I'm going to try the NMAP scan address host. So that's scanme.nmap.org. So this is going to do TCP Connect Scan. All right, so there we go. Didn't take too much time. So as you see here, it shows us we got a top list of ports here, and let us know the scan host was up. Didn't take like 8.16 seconds, probably less than that. So that is our number 1 scan on our list, which is the TCP Connect Scan. All right, so the next scan, the second scan on our top 10 list, is the TCP Syn Port Scan. All right, so let's demonstrate this so we can show you the results here. This type of scan won't create or establish a TCP connection. It'll just send that sync flag, and if the port is open, it'll send back a response. So this is actually a pretty good scan to use for kind of firewall IDS evasion, since it doesn't actually create or establish a full connection. So let's do this. Now, it's still going to give you the same results, but it's a different type of scan technique. So we're going to do, this is our number 2 on the list, TCP Syn Port Scan. Okay. So follow along here. We're going to type in NMAP space dash lowercase s, capital S, and then our host. NMAP.org. Oh, so this is one thing that you might hit. Some of the NMAP commands that you run when you're utilizing NMAP do require escalated privileges. So I'm going to have to run this as root for this command to run. All right, bam. So it looks good. So we get this doesn't show us as many ports showing, but it shows us our we got three main ports open. So you notice some of the scans will result in different detailed information. So this is good. So that's actually how you can take a look and see how those results come up on there. All right, so that's number 2. That is our TCP Syn Port Scan. All right, so number 3 on our top 10 list we have is the version scan. Okay, I'm going to show y'all this version scan here. Let me get my terminal. Okay, so what we're going to do is type in sudo space nmap space dash s, that's lowercase s, and a capital B, and then our host or IP address. So let's go ahead and hit that. Hit enter. We'll let that run here. That may take a little bit of time. Okay, so while we're waiting on that, you guys don't forget, hit that like, share button. Please leave some comments below and subscribe to this channel. All right, don't forget, hit that like button. Share this video, leave your comments below, and subscribe to this channel. So it looks like it finished. Okay, so didn't take much that long. So as you can see, this is what our results look like when we run our version scan. So as you can see here, we've got, it shows us our open port on the machine. Scroll over here, it's open, it says the open state. We got our service, and here we have our version that we're running. Okay, so and then you obviously you can see any other open ports, the service and version that it's running as well. So that's our version scan, folks, and that is number 3 on our top 10 list. That's version scan. So number 4 on our list is the UDP Port Scan. Okay, let me show you guys this. I'm going to demonstrate this. Let me clear my screen. So number 4, UDP Port Scan, what you'll do is you'll type in sudo nmap space dash lowercase s uppercase u, and then the IP address that you want, or host that you want to scan. Okay, and we'll hit enter. Okay, we'll give that a little time to do its scan. Okay, don't forget, hit that like, share, subscribe button. All right, there we go. So there you have it. So as you can see here, it scans for UDP ports. As you can see here, we have a lot of ports that are closed. We got maybe 2 that are open. Okay, so there you have it. UDP scan, basically it sends UDP packets to the requested, to the target port. So it's a pretty good. You'll see sometimes it'll come up with the port saying that it's open or filtered or whatnot. But that's if you see if you do this against another, like a system that's behind a firewall. But I wanted you to see this. This is the UDP port scan, which basically you're doing a port scan only for UDP ports. Okay. All right. So that was our number 4 of our top 10 list. Stay tuned for number 5. All right, so next on our top 10 list is our number 5 spot, which goes to OS fingerprinting. So let me get here. We're going to show you this. So OS fingerprinting. So what this does is NMAP sends a kind of a series of TCP UDP packets, and it to the remote host, and it takes a look at the response. It examines that response, and compares it to a database, and then tries to narrow down what your operating system is if there's a match. So we're going to try this out here. This is number 5. Okay. All right. So what you're going to type in is, say, sudo nmap space minus capital O and then your IP address. And we'll hit enter. Okay, this might take a little time. This is going to try to gather information to try to take a guess or gander what the operating system is of the remote host. Okay. And I want to remind you, don't forget, hit that like, share, subscribe button, leave your comments below. All right, so it did a pretty good job. As you can see here, it'll print out again any open ports. As you can see here, it did a kind of a general guess at the operating system that we're running here. So it did a best guess. Its best guess, it came back guessing a Linux with a Linux kernel, which it came back, it's a 92%, which is a very high percent of its determining the operating system that you're running. So as you can see here, it'll try to give a device type running here. It just says just guessing, but it says, hey, you're running a Linux kernel, one of these particular kernels here. Okay, then it tries the OS CPE information, aggressive OS. So in a nutshell, it tries to determine it down the best it can. You see it narrowed it down. It knows that it's that our guest operating system or the remote operating system is a Linux based system. Okay, so that is number 5 on our top 10 list, OS fingerprinting. Stay tuned for number 6. All right, so we're over the halfway point here. Next on our list of our top 10 is number 6, and that is our scan. You scan for OS information. This basically you're trying to actually detect the actual OS. This is going to give you a little bit more OS information. You can actually pair this also command with the OS fingerprinting. So with this, you basically you can detect the OS and version on the remote host. All right, so let me give you guys. Let's demonstrate that here. So what you want to do is, this is number 6. What you want to do is, we're going to type in sudo nmap space dash and then a capital A and then your IP address. We'll hit enter, and it's going to try to do an OS scan for information. And this tries to come back with a little bit more information on the ports that you're connected to. Excuse me. We'll let this run, do its thing. It shouldn't take too long. Like I said, I'm running this off of some localized machines. Okay. And also, please, please don't remember. I mean, I want you to remember, not to forget, but uh, I don't want you to forget to hit that like button, share button, subscribe to this channel, hit those notifications to let you know when I'll get and post up another video for you guys. Okay. All right. So, you see that looks like that has completed. Shouldn't have taken too long. So as you see here, it's a little bit more information that we got before. It does give us some host information, things about the key. You can see here the type of machine that it's running. You get DNS information. Let me see. It does give you more information about the basically about it tries to guess the OS, and it also gives you a trace route, so how many hops to that route, whatnot. So the information is similar to the OS fingerprinting, but you do get a little bit more details on the port services that are running. Okay, that is number 6 of our top 10 list. That's scan for OS information. Okay, you guys stay tuned for number 7. All right, so number 7 on our top 10 list of widely used NMAP commands or scans is our fast mode scan for top ports. Okay, these are the top most ports on a host, and this is our fast scan. Okay, and this is essentially like the default scan. So let's go in here. What you're going to do is follow along here. You're going to type in, let's say sudo nmap dash, space dash. You're going to, and capital F, and then our IP address or host name. Okay. I'm going to try that scan me.nmap.org. Alright, so this is gonna, and bam, it kicked that back pretty quick. As you can see, this does our topmost ports, which is does a quick fast scan. As you can see here, majority of these or all of them are actually closed, but that is our fast scan. If you want to do a quick, really quick fast port scan, you use that F flag when you type that command in. All right, so that was number 7 of our top 10 list. That is a fast mode scan of the topmost ports on a host. Okay, stay tuned for number 8. Okay, we're almost down to the wire here. We're at number 8. Number 8 of our top 10 list. And let me go here. We'll show you number 8. We have is our scan targets from a file. So I want to demonstrate this because it's pretty nice here. I already have a scan file that I created here. So I'm going to show you here. Let's cat scan host. So there's 2 IP addresses in here. I'm going to show you how to, so if you want to create a text file, what you can do is, we're going to start this from scratch. So I'm going to remove scan, and we're going to create us a text file, and we're going to add a couple of IP addresses to the host to scan. We're going to add a couple of IP addresses to scan, I should say. So, excuse me, in order to create a text file, we're in Linux, you're going to say touch, and we're going to say scan or we'll say we'll call this NMAP host .txt. All right, so there's our, you see there's our text file right there. So we're going to add some host names to this. What you do is say echo. We're going to say to NMAP scan that, and you want to arrow that. That means you're gonna simply write that to that text file. So hit that, and let's add another. We're gonna add another one. However, okay. However, you're gonna double your over arrows there. So you're gonna boom. Do this. So this time what you're doing is you're appending to that, so you won't overwrite, you're just adding additional data to that file. So we'll hit enter. Okay, now let's cat that file, and as you can see, those are the two addresses that we just entered for that text file. So in order to perform the scan targets from a file with NMAP, what you do is we're going to sudo NMAP space minus lowercase I capital L space, and then you're going to type in the name of that file that has the host in it. So you do that, you hit enter, and we'll give it a little time here. It might take a minute or two. It's going to scan the host within that file that we have listed. So the more hosts you have, possibly the longer the scan will take. Okay, so while we're waiting on this scan to complete, please don't forget, hit that like, share, and comment below. Leave your comments below. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody out there that has been tuning in, and appreciate a lot of the content I've been dropping for you guys. So just remember, much love coming from here. So remember, like, share, leave your comments below, subscribe to the channel. So we're still waiting on this to scan. If y'all want to dip, go get your little drink, something like that while we're waiting on this. Feel free to go do that. Like I said, this may take about a minute or two. Some scans that you run with NMAP depend on the complexity of the scans. Sometimes they take a little longer because of how much, depends on the type of information that you're gathering. Okay. So while that's doing its thing, y'all go ahead and do the do. But I'm gonna sit here and watch the screen. Ain't nothing moving, but I'm gonna keep my eye on it. So we're almost down. There we go. Bam. Spoke too soon. So here are our results. As you can see, it's essentially just the basic kind of NMAP scan. If you were just to scan these, say NMAP, put the IP address, host name in, it throws you back the results. As you can see, we got ports open, shows you the port and service. All this was done off of that text file that we created. You can see, took about 114 seconds. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. That was number 8 on our top 10 list. Stay tuned for number 9. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, so number 9. We're almost to the bottom here. Number 9 on our top 10 list. On our top 10 list of most widely used or widely used NMAP scans. Number 9 is our TCP ACK port scan. That's our TCP ACK port scan. Okay, this type of scan, it uses the acknowledged ACK flag. Unlike some of your other scans, the ACK scan, it's not really used to determine whether or not a port is open or closed. Okay, typically it's used to map out firewall rule sets, determining whether they're stateful or not, or which ports are filtered, things like that. So it's actually probably more good for determining kind of the state of a firewall, if you're scanning against a host that's back behind a firewall. Okay, we're going to demonstrate that here. All right, so what you want to do is we're going to type in sudo nmap space dash lowercase s uppercase a and then our IP address. Okay, and then we hit enter, and we're going to let that scan. See what type of results we get here that I can show for you all. And this is NMAP's a pretty powerful tool. I mean, there's so many commands to use. Okay, bam, there we go. So that came back pretty good. So it we got here all 1,000 ports scanned are filtered. So that kind of lets you know that a machine is possibly behind some type of firewall. Okay, very simple. That didn't take very long at all. That is number 9 on our top 10 list, which is the TCP ACK port scan. All right, stay tuned. We're going to finish off with our number 10 on our top 10 list. Stay tuned, folks. All right, we are down to number 10. We're at the bottom. We're at the end of our list. Number 10 we have is the basic ping scan. All right, nothing. All this does is detect computers and devices rather than trying to scan for open ports. It's a pretty quick, fast scan. You'll see the results highly quickly. So we're going to demonstrate that here real quick. You're going to type in nmap, and you should be able to run this without escalated privileges. So you're going to type in nmap space minus little s, lowercase s, and then capital P, and then you're going to type in your host name or IP address. But you see how fast that came back? And let me oh, you know what? I probably do need to, maybe we'll do it like that. So this is just the ping scan. I'm sorry. So this is actually done with the Echo ICMP Echo request packet. So this does a So as you can see, it says the host seems down, but if it's really up, but blocking our pings, try, what do we got? What does that say? Try PN. So that is, I'm gonna show you that. So this is the ping scan, but as you can see here, it says if it's really up. I know this machine is up. So what does it say here? Try PN. So we're gonna try NMAP space dash capital P lowercase n, and then we'll hit enter. Because I do know that host is up. So we'll give that a little time. Might be taking a little to determine what's going on here. And if you guys stay with me, stay tuned. I want to show you a little, kind of a little project that I've been working on, utilizing NMAP, mainly from the terminal console. Okay, so as you see there, it did come back. We did the PN scan, which it came back, shows us we got one host up, and it shows us our ports and things that are open, and also if we have some closed ports. Okay, so that has been really fun. That's been our top 10 list. We went from 1 all the way through 10. And so to top this off, I did want to show you as a bonus. I want to show you, I did like also the there's the trace route option that NMAP uses. So I wanted to show you guys this as a bonus. Okay, so let me show you guys this. This is a bonus. So what to do in order to do the trace route, you're going to type in sudo nmap dash trace route and then the host or IP address. And you hit enter, and it's essentially going to do the same type of scan, but the results will bring back a trace route to the remote destination host. So we'll let that run here. Don't forget, please hit the like, share button, subscribe to the channel, jab that post notifications if you want to be warned and let know when I kind of drop some new videos and hit y'all up with some knowledge and stuff. All right, so, and also I'm going to go ahead and soon as this finishes, I'm going to show you guys this, what I call my NMAP Quick Console. I kind of derived that around running NMAP from a mobile device. You know, I would try to use NMAP on a mobile device, and having to type all the, you know, the whole string of what you want to run, the scan that you want to run in every time. It got a little tedious for me. So in order to simplify some of that, you know, and I wanted to utilize NMAP on my mobile device. So I took some time, kind of wrote some scripting and stuff, and put together a little, what I call my NMAP Quick Console. So I'll show you that. I'll show you guys that as soon as this scan finishes here, okay? We'll give it a little bit more time. Like I said, some of these scans do take a little time to run. So we'll let it do its thing here. NMAP. And if you guys, you know, if any of you out there are already using NMAP, hey, drop some comments. Show me or let us know out there what are some of your top NMAP commands that you kind of traditionally use on a wide basis, that you find yourself always running consistently. And maybe and I'll leave a link to my GitHub where you can find my NMAP Quick Console. You can find the code behind that, tweak it, play with it, do whatever you want with it, make it kind of your own type of thing. So I don't know how long this is going to run here. I wanted to essentially show you all the trace route option, which doesn't seem like it's doing too much here. Maybe I don't know if it's because it's too far away. Let me see. I want to cancel this. Let's just do that. I wonder if I say maybe. Can I hit? Will Google Maps let me? I mean, not Google Maps, but that's Google's server. Maybe not. I wanted to show you guys the trace out. Let me see here. I know I'm being a little impatient myself too. Okay, there we go. So essentially, here we go. It'll kick back here, show you the how many hops to that. I'm only one hop to that machine there. So that's the trace route option that I showed you here in NMAP. Stay tuned because I do want to show you guys. I want to share this. Shared my NMAP Quick Console with you guys here. Okay. All right. So I'll leave. I'll share that guy. I'll share that with you. I'll leave a link to the GitHub site where you can find my Quick Console. But I will demonstrate it here after this. All right. Hey, if y'all stuck with me all the way down here, I really appreciate it. Now I wanted to show you guys and share with you this my NMAP Quick Console that I kind of been working on putting together. Now keep in mind it is a work in progress. It's not fully completely laid out, coded out, if you will. So I just want to demonstrate and show you guys this. Let's see here, NMAP tool. All right, so here's my NMAP Quick Console. As you can see here, I kind of said it's a menu driven, and I basically lay out here kind of a menu driven. Some of the basic scan, advanced scan, discovery, port scan, version detection, timing, firewall evasion, output, so forth. So I want to demonstrate to you guys how this essentially would work. I'm going to do a basic scan. Okay, now that takes me to another screen with a menu list, and it shows me how I can actually run my basic scan. We have single, multiple targets, a list of targets, a range of hosts, and then we have entire subnet. So what I want to do is I want to scan a single target. Here we go. This is basic scan of the specified target, and you can add additional options at the end of the address. All right, so we're going to do a basic scan, and essentially you're selecting options, and the only thing you need to really type in is essentially just your IP or host name. We'll hit enter. And it shouldn't take that long. Give it a little time here. Bam, and bam, there she blows. So I'm gonna hit enter. So as you can see, it brings back my results right there. Shows me I got one host up, my Mac, and I hit enter, and then it takes me back to my main scan technique selection menu. So I could then therefore go in and select a different type of scan if I want to. So let's say I want to do a port scan. Oh, look at that. Look at here we go. Look, we got scan by protocol, scan all ports, scan top port, scan by name, scan a specific port, and do a fast scan. So I'm gonna do a fast scan. Okay, we'll put in our IP address. Hit enter. Just imagine, see, and there we go. So shows us our ports that we have open. That was a fast port scan. I'm gonna hit enter again. Takes me back. The enter button takes me back to our scan technique menu option. You can either select a different option, or we can hit 11, which is quit. Thank you for using NQC, NMAP Quick Console. You have selected quit. So that's basically it. It's not anything real fancy. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description to the GitHub site where I have the code posted. You guys can take a look at that, tinker around with it, make it fit your needs, share it back with the rest of the group. You know, I like to see some improvements come out of this. Hopefully, this can be more of just a simple quick console. You coders out there can turn this into something worthwhile. All right. I'm your host. I'm JC. This has been BWIT TV. I hope you got something out of this video today. I'll see you guys on the next go round. I'm JC. Peace, love. I'm out. Holla holla on the 33rd.